that is not. I'm not creating a line. I'm not. This is something that is a push up of an exercise. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's this is something to allow me to do other things.
Yeah, because all my favorite musicians, they all say they practice long tones so much and like that transition from one long tone to the next to make that guitar or sax, whatever, to make that really clean. And I always think about like, what's the drumming equivalent of that? Because all my favorite musicians do that. So, but yeah, I
Right.
love your answer. Being able to adjust within it, your breathing and the dynamics, and yeah, but holding it and strengthening, yeah.
There's a very closed system of the saxophone that starts here and ends at the bell of the horn, and there's so many things that you can adjust within that system. Uh, it's I mean just like any instrument, of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Huh.
What's up, everybody?
What's
Um,
up?
yeah, so I've been gathering my warm ups for this morning, so I haven't been chiming in, but yeah, thanks everyone for coming. Streaming, we should be streaming back on Facebook. I don't know why it hasn't been working the past couple, you know, I don't know, weeks. All right, so we've been working a lot on our kick drum. Like we've been doing the kick drum permutations, replacing the accent. Like we've been playing 16th notes and then replacing the accents with our kick. Like if we're doing like a measure of on the beat, like we'll play it 20 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and then we'll switch that to E. E and. All right. Well, anyways, let's do that. Let's start with that again. I have a different warm up though, so I'll show you what I'm talking about. And then I wrote out some stuff. I didn't post it in the thing. Everything that we talked about, I didn't. The only thing Monday we were talking about sharing stuff in advance on the chat on Instagram, and so I will do that. But I will do that. I'll try to do that later today. Um, anyways, this is different. This is just the Zildjian warm up that I always reference on the Zildjian website. So this is the 16th note grid. These are with diddles. Now I just want to replace these diddles though with kick drum. All right, so we're gonna do a check pattern, and then we'll play kick on one instead of where that line is. We'll replace that diddle with kick, and then check pattern again. Now it's on E for one measure. Check pattern on and check pattern. Then we'll continue on. So then it's like half the measure regular, and then on the beat, same thing. On the E, on the and, on the Check pattern again. Now it switches every beat. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and we'll repeat that. Check pattern 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and then we'll stop like, and then I'll count us back in for the next round. Okay, so we'll do this like a couple times. And we'll see if we can get this like at a pretty brisk tempo to get us started, because then the next exercise is all grooves using this kick drum permutation stuff. All right, everybody know what's going on? Everybody with me? All right, good. Anybody that's streaming with us, go ahead and grab your practice pad or get behind your kit if you can this early in the morning and warm up with us. So you'll hear the patterns. Your kick drum is just moving over a 16th note every other measure until we get down here, but it moves pretty fast. So next exercise will be a little bit easier because you'll feel the pulse of the beat and all that stuff. So, all right, let me get a metronome and let's get started. I'm gonna start this at 90. All right. Since we've already been like kind of doing a lot more of this, these kick drums, putting the kick drum on every 16th note. Sorry, I'm just letting the blood flow to my hands before we start. Yeah. I always say that's my NPR voice. Yeah, thank you, welcome. Like kind of, radio voice.
We'd like to welcome Keith Schweddy of Schweddy Balls.
All right, here we go. Oh, phone is buzzing. Okay, hold on. There we go.
Hey, your volume could come up, please.
Okay, how do I do that? Let's see. There.
Hey, love it.
Better? Okay. Yeah, I've been. I had to use my system again for a wedding, or no, it was like just a gig party thing. All right, everybody can hear that? We're good. All right, let's get it. Starting on number 6, measure 1. 1, 2, ready. Hey. 2, ready, go. Two, last time. Yay. All right. Little taxing for me this morning on as a first warm up. How'd everybody do on that?
That's a good one. I like the way it builds up.
Me too. You got to kind of stay like one, you're looking ahead at the next measure to see what you got to do, because it's moving fast. Normally, in the week and the lessons in the, like last week we were staying on one measure for each, like each version, each permutation or whatever, we're staying on it for like 4 bars, but this one is just like one. You're moving and shaking on this one.
Do you feel like having a check bar in between permutations is helpful or a crutch?
I definitely think it's helpful especially if you know what it is. Like if you could, because it gives me a chance to look at the next measure and see what I got to play next.
Right. Sure.
All right,
whether
guys.
it's with the kick or when you just accent it with the hands, I always struggle with the E measure.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah, and I do it a lot slower than you guys do, obviously. But yeah, even doing it at a pace I'm more comfortable with, it's weird. That's the one that just throws me off every time.
It's the transition for me from on the beat to the E. It's like we were staying on that for a while, doing that transition back and forth. It's really difficult. All right, let's go. Let's try again. This time we're gonna go faster. So now we're at 105. All right, here we go. Woo. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, ready, go. Two, last time, go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Messed up that one. 2 and a 3 and a 4. Whew. That's kind of fast. Gets my brain thinking.
Hey, I was thinking also if
It's so funny. Every time we go ahead.
Oh, yeah, if the upbeats are a problem with the hand and foot together, it's probably also like a unison issue. So even just like holding eighth notes in the right hand and just playing the 1 E with the left hand and the right foot. So you're like 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, even on the pad and the floor. And even so, seeing if that feels good. And if it doesn't, maybe that's part of the reason it's tough to play that in 16ths.
Let's repeat that measure number 4.
Yeah.
Repeat that. Or maybe let's repeat 3 and 4. Check pattern, then that one. So let's go back down to, a little bit slower. Let's go to like 80. And so check pattern. So right, where are we at? Right here. Check pattern, measure number 4. Check pattern, measure 4. We're going to pretend there's a repeat here and a repeat here. All right, here we go. 1, 2, starting with a check. Ooh. My goodness. All right, let's switch to the I'll count us in, starting with the check pattern. 2, ready, go, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, oh. Couple more. Last one. Sorry, I keep getting emails. Okay, so what's cool about this? What I'd recommend, and we can do it another time, but switching your hands is always good on this kind of thing. So if you start, do left hand lead, or then do your 16th notes as doubles, but still doing the kick drum, placing the kick drum in these different, on these different 16th notes. It's really like challenging, but it's really useful.
And it's a great opportunity to see which unisons are more comfortable. Like you're saying, the left hand lead, those upbeats then would be a unison with the right hand and right foot, which could be more comfortable. And so if you do, could we do a couple of just left hand lead with these upbeats?
Sure.
Oh, man, that'd be awesome.
Especially something else that I added to this one, especially on these offbeat ones, the E's and U's, adding 2 and 4 on your hi-hat, that discrepancy between the boom-cut, boom-cut, boom-cut of your left and right foot can also add an extra element to this.
Oh yeah. So let's do the same exact thing. Let's start with measure 3, measure 4, check pattern. But we're gonna do left hand, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. All right, instead of right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So starting here, and we'll just run this for a few minutes, repeating. All right, here we go. 1, 2, left hand lead. Is that easier for you, Jason, since you're left? And Brennan. All right, now we're gonna go to a check pattern. After this one, we're going to and here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Couple more. Last one. Whew. That was so the unisons between my foot and my hand is a little bit better on that one because I'm landing on my right.
Yeah, because I've been thinking a lot about left-hand lead versus right-hand lead. It's like, well, some things are easier left-hand lead because they get the right-hand unison. Other things are easier right-hand. And it just becomes a matter of like getting comfortable with left and right foot landing together. I think that's the only problem with like even playing number 2 is getting the left hand and right foot to land together with the accent.
Right.
And like, yeah, because so I don't know, it's a great way like you were doing to suss out kind of what's the advantage and what's the disadvantage, what you need to work on.
The drum mantra stuff is it's kind of like, this is like kind of in line with that, where you have to take kind of the same thing but don't leave any stone unturned, so if you're doing your doubles, like 16th note doubles and you're doing the same exercise playing your kick, your whole brain you have to separate your kick, and then you have to play those unisons like in every way, because now your accent is on a different hand when you're playing. Or you're doing like a if you're doing doubles, if the accent's on the E, you're going like you're pulling up for your instead of pushing down. Anyways. All right, let me go on to the next one. This guys, if you want to download this is free on the Zildjian website. It's John Mapes level 1 workout, and all kinds of cool stuff on here. But this is number 6 of the Zildjian stuff. So shout out to John Mapes. Thanks for this free thing on Zildjian. Anyone can download it for free. You don't even have to log in. It's just free content on there. Okay, so this is something I wrote. Let's see. I wrote this yesterday and I didn't really check it, so hopefully everything's correct, but we'll see. Let's go. All right, so the same idea but with a groove. Okay, so every measure is repeating. We can pick how much we want to repeat it. So first you're playing eighth notes with your hands, and then the kick is moving over a 16th note, just like it was in that first exercise. Okay, so the first 4 bars are all eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 a 2 a 3 a 4 a 1. All right, and then our hands switch to quarter notes. Quarter notes. Oh, come on. That's going to be difficult. All right, well, quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1 E E. All right. Anyways, pretty self-explanatory. If you guys can read it, it's then we're on to 16 notes. 2, 3, 4. It's a little bit difficult. And then, and so on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. This is where it gets pretty difficult. So now we're on 2 16 notes, eighth note type of thing. Yeah, and so on and so on. All right. So hey, why did it go back to what did I do here? I don't know why it's doing. Oh, it's okay. I get it. No. Did I do 16 notes twice? What did I do here? Why is it so messed up? What is going on here? Oh, okay. I see what it is. Never mind. Okay. So then eighth note, 2 16th notes, 16th note, eighth note, 16th note. I don't know if I can do that one, but yeah, we'll go as far as we can. All right. I haven't tried that one. That's really, really tough. All right, everybody with me? Everybody know what's going on here? We're using the same permutation of the 16th note on our kick drum as we were just now in that first.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah.
All right, and then we're just playing a 4/4 groove, but we're changing our right hand pattern. So now we're forced to switch this all up. All right, so let's do like each one 4 times. Or we can like once we figure like once we get stuck on one or whatever, we can stop and play on each one. So I feel like we should do it maybe 8 times each time, each one. Repeat it 8. It's gonna be hard for me to concentrate on that. All right, let's try it. Let's try it at 80. Let's start with the eighth note. So let's stay on the eighth note one for a while because this one is this one's challenging, but we want to get used to moving the kick drum over while we're keeping our hands the same. So it's difficult when we get on the E's and the U's because it's in between the eighth note. It's a 16th note. All right, anyways, let's try it. 2, I'm going to do eighth notes here. All right, here we go. Measure 1 8 times each one. Let me get some coffee. 2, ready, go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. Ready. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's stop. Ready, stop. All right, how did everyone do? Good.
Yeah, that's a great exercise.
Cool. Yeah, I like it. All right, and then yeah. Let's try the same thing again. Let's just stay on the eighth notes for now. All right. Same thing again. 8 times each. A little bit faster here. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very cool. I don't know why I like this so much. It's like it's something I never concentrated on before, but man, if you're having trouble like with bass drum accuracy, especially when I have to continue on where we do like 2 16th notes, or 3 16th notes, or man, and then splitting those apart. Oh man, that's good. You know what I mean? Like leaving one kick drum on the beat and then moving one kick drum over a 16th note. So like one and would be like an example, So it would start. Yeah, and then move the second one over. Oh God. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'm probably sounding confusing, but I'd have to write all that out to know exactly what I'm trying to say. But
Yeah,
So-
you kind of have the same grounding note, and then you change the rhythmic interval with the second note. That's cool. Yeah, I hadn't heard of it explained that way.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, like when you start looking at it. But then changing your right hand is really where this starts coming into like, oh man, this is more challenging than I thought. You get used to moving your kick drum over, but man, when your hand starts changing, and then every one of those, it's like again, you're leaving no stone unturned because you're really able to play like in modern like rock music. I mean, maybe like if you're getting into math rock or something, if you're moving your kick drum over a 30-second note, I mean, sometimes it gets that like intricate, but moving your kick over a 16th note is really good because then you're able to play a lot of different rhythms, especially when you start adding 2 or 3. So let's do one more. Let's go on the quarter note one, and let's try to play the quarter note. Same thing with our kick drum, but we're playing quarter notes on our hi-hat. All right, so we have to it's leaving more space for us. Let's go back down to 80, and then let's try measure 5 through 8. 4 or 8 times each again. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey. Cool. Let's go one more. I got it back up to 90. All right, same thing. One more time. This is the last one. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, oops. Already messing up. There we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Not bad, not bad. Very cool. Very cool. It looks like everybody was hanging right in there. That's good. I like to see that. So I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna share this in. I cannot forget to post it. As soon as I log off, I always forget. So I will share this on the Instagram chat, so you guys can go over it, and then we'll revisit it again on Friday. We'll try to move on to like 16th notes, and then incorporating the 16th note, 8th note subdivision stuff. All right, so yeah, we'll do that. What was I gonna say? Oh, I want to, dude. I have to practice your Jeffrey's. What is it, like something diddles? Too many diddles or something?
Yeah, that's from the Drumlight Cat, Sergio. I forget his last name, but it's pretty cool. I got it up to around 160.
Wow.
Not clean, but But the thing is, like sometimes, like if you surpass the goal, and then you go full throttle, and then when you go back, you're like, okay, it's easy at this tempo.
I see. I have to get like I want to memorize like what the patterns are, because it's like there's like scrambled eggs or whatever, like egg beaters in there.
Yeah. So that one that I did, I got it pretty much memorized. I don't even look at the sheet music anymore, but I can visualize the sheet music. Or what I've actually was doing to actually try to get it in my memory is just what I think a lot of classical musicians and like actually people that play melodies and non-drummers, where I went line by line. Okay. So I wasn't trying to go from like start to end, and I also did last measure, and then went backwards.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So this way I could internalize it and not just like have it in my muscle memory and not like be like, oh, I got to start from measure one. Yeah. This way, like, this is how you like learn the actual thing.
I have to take it slow, and like, yeah, I have to take it measure, because I'm like, the egg beaters are really a new thing for me that does not come natural. It's so weird.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
And then, but yeah, it right now it just looks like a lot of random like paradiddle, paradiddles, like combos. So I'm like, wait a minute, like what's the order here? But then once you start looking at it, it's like, okay, this measures the same.
Yeah.
So that's really cool though. I can't wait to like dive into that. It looks really fun.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
So yeah, Jeff, the stuff you post in the chat is always tight.
I know. It's always good, man. It's like, yeah.
I'm more of a theoretical drum set player. Like you ask me to execute that stuff, it's not gonna sound the way it's supposed to sound.
Man, that thing you sent me, Moshe Feldenkrais exercise, that embodiment guru, that was amazing. Like guys lying on their back and practicing this way to know how the shoulders should relax. That had never occurred to me. That's fucking brilliant.
I'll post it in the chat. I gave it to Adam like directly, but I'll post it in the chat.
Cool. That sounds cool.
Yeah, that's that's the closest embodiment technique I've seen. Really, that one. I mean, I've been looking for a few years, and that's like, yeah, that's it. What that example?
It's this classical drummer who's he's lying down pretty much, so his arms are there's no way to move him around, and he's playing with the pad, like it's like almost he's sleeping, but it's also like he's like get into like almost a sleep state, and then bring your arms up, and like it's for tension and relaxation. It's really cool stuff.
That's what I need, a bed on stage. That's cool. Yeah, man, it's cool, man. It's like all this stuff, we were talking on Monday, Adam, like about how the community has like kind of evolved into a community where it's open, where everyone's welcome to share, and then like we work on stuff like that. We're gonna try to implement more of this kind of like idea into Chops and Coffee of it's not just me pulling up stuff, it's like everyone's adding to it, and then it just becomes this really great thing, like the unison stuff that we've been talking about for weeks is like because of you, and now we're working on a lot of different things to enhance that, and I love that idea.
We have so many resources between all of us.
Yeah, It just always ends up
that all can be.
Yeah, like it just always ends up like being like, hey, this is an idea that I had, and then somebody else is like, oh yeah, you can also take that and do this. Oh, you should focus on that, and then it's just like, man, it just becomes this amazing thing. So I appreciate that. It's really cool.
That's what it's all about. That's why this is better than just like watching a YouTube video. You know what I mean? That's because like we all could just, okay, at 7 a.m. I'm going to sit in front of my practice pad and do this warm up. But it's totally different to have a group of people that all have different inputs and different, you know, realms of experience and different ways to talk about how all these exercises can be applied in context. Because context is everything when you're talking about music. Like if you're just sitting in your practice room, none of that matters if you can't apply it to other things through other people.
Yeah, I'm still getting over you saying like all the systems you control as a sax player before it reaches your embouchure. And like, wow, I mean, I always associated breath with the horn before, but then when I think about to control the dynamic and the long tone and shifting and like how much that's affecting your whole body to do that. And we're here, oh, am I playing French or German grip? You know, it's like, oh my God.
There's infinite nuance to every instrument. And that's what I'm finding out as I get older and older, is that no matter what instrument you pick, there are ways that you can fuck yourself up for it. You know what I mean? That you'd be like, okay, well, how can I break this down into the absolute core of what is my body responding to, and how can I, you know, use those responses to benefit?
Yeah. Very cool stuff, guys. So a nice group this morning, and again, like I can't forget to share that. I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah, anybody that's streaming with us, you guys are welcome to join Chops and Coffee as well and participate. It's really cool. It's a cool community within the drum community and within the Drum Brigade community, and so it is all based on the core values of acceptance and belonging, making you feel like you are welcome and that you belong behind your drums. So if you're into that, check out drumbrigade.com and be merch now. So definitely check that out. Chops and Coffee members get discounts. So if you want to join, use the tab on drumbrigade.com. Thank you guys. It's a fun one. And we'll be back on Friday morning. All right.
All right, you guys. I'll see you on Friday.
Yeah. Bye, y'all. Bye.